They say we living in a dying city, but ain't nobody crying pity. Nobody showing sympathy and empathy for those who cry out. And if we ain't financially literate, then what the hell good is a buyout? We just go and spin until eventually the money dies out. And when the economical supply's out, corporate America moves to the south of the border just a little fast. But up here, they done obliterated the entire middle class. And all I can see is the hundreds and thousands of faces that are frowning because they got laid off, or the top dogs getting paid off. They in the country club trying to play golf. My people's just scrambling to get their rent paid off. When you get your kids with no job, ain't no days off. And when there's this many unemployed, that's when the guns deploy and the bullets are sprayed off. And the chest of a victim is where the letters stay. But he don't want to go to the hospital because he ain't got no Medicaid. And grandmom's is upstairs dying because she can't afford a prescription. Mom's wants to go to work, but the car needs a new transmission. Her daughter wants to go to college, but can't afford the tuition. Her brother filling out apps through the felonies, job market, and trying to listen. Pops got hurt in the job, a year later they take away his pension. More children are deemed ADD, so they really believe that they can't pay attention. Most don't want to work for fear of losing their government assistance. Her auntie's crying in the kitchen because her daughter's missing, and they don't even have the kidnapper's description. While uncle scratches scabs due to his addiction. Goddaughter's having suicidal intentions. Cousin dies from friendly fire on an Iraqi mission. Godson is rebelling, getting tired of these conditions, while grandmoms are still upstairs praying for redemption. You see, the ills of the world, they can hit you in an instant. Not one person here is an exemption. You can let the ills of this world devour you, or you can let this struggle and adversity empower you. It all depends on your person, so tell me, how are you? Because I'm a rebel without a cause. I'm a motherfucking renegade. But I gotta chill out to make sure that the rent is paid. I'm finding it hard to walk up on this righteous path, working 40 hours in a week just to keep up with the light and gas. I say fuck it all when I light the hash. I sit back and take a look at life and laugh. I'm writing my pad as I explain to you about this life that I have. Because working at minimum wage don't even my people want to live in a rage. And if I react the way I really want to, but then I live in a cage. But shit, you tell me what's worth working when it's your stomach gets the worst hurting. And while they out here jerking and swag surfing, I'm on this earth searching for something real, but it feels like this curse worsens. Because I love people with God, but I can't stand me a church person. All blessings due to the Most High, even though I spit it in first person and I flow like a monster. You can call me the Leviathan. They try to throw me in the dirt. I'm like, brother, you gonna have to try this shit. I'm like, boy, you gonna have to try again. Head up, hot chest out, even in the middle of the lion's den. I done made it up out of a crazy urban environment. Now I'm back on my brother and smoking good while drinking on some Heinekens. This fire's what I provide again to get you high. You get to keep your eyes open wide again. Cause while gas is going up and down like it's a fucking stock option, we stuck in the hood thinking we ain't got options. So my peoples get the rock chopping it, then they get the Glock popping it. Now they dodging bullets like they pop blocking it. Media selling us bullshit and we steadily copping it. If it ain't that, it's the concerted purpose. Take a lot of pins, or we bombing them Oxycontinins. See, the companies sell drugs that kill people. $1 million profiting. Hustlers sell drugs that kill people. $1 million bill when they locking him. They get mad when we grind because it don't cut it when you clocking out and clocking in. But the FDA approves these pharmaceutical companies because they invest stock in them. Knowing that these pills are kill, but ain't nobody putting a stop to them. And nowadays courtship is determined by if your sex right. No need for human interactions. You can build relationships over these social websites. And it don't stop there. It don't stop there. The insanity grows in the 13 bloodline family knows why we ain't reaching for our dreams because you're too busy watching reality shows. Facebooking and Twittering until the battery's low. Now you gotta borrow somebody else's charger. Your situation getting the situation getting harder. Can't reach your destination because you ain't got no GPS. And we're being raised by PBS, ABC, NBC, CBS, BET, CNN, TNT, TBS. But none of them care if we be stressed. Shit, you can't even buy a new house or new car if you got low credit. Fucking drink all night, go to work next morning with a slow headache. I did the crazy shit in life, but I don't regret it. I just keep some copacetic. I just happen to be a poet that is so poetic. I take this modern day struggle when I flow's kinetic. But when my voice resonates, my soul's embedded. I got success in my path, I just have to go and get it. Cause a man without ambition is so pathetic. But at our own hands. Look at how we losing life. It's bad enough we already losing sight. Why the fuck you think they want us to start losing rights? Initiation of martial law. That's what they want us to riot for. Just look at Willow Cooper signing weapons for quiet wars. What's crazy is right now you can pull up your phone and Google that shit. But go ahead, because on the microphone dropping knowledge is what I do in this bitch.
Let's go, Jay. Let's go, Jay.
Alright, this next one, I'll let you decide. You want something revolutionary again, or you want something erotica?
I can do it, bro.
Blue.
Still man sleeping, so I'm comfortable with it. Alright, here you go. This one's entitled Friends with Benefits.
Yep. I know this. I know this piece. I know this
Here you
piece.
go.
For the space.
Conversation we be having intellectually. It starts off with you texting me, then you get the sex, and I was feeling like you put a hex on me because it's electric in the air every time that you're next to me. We'll rendezvous from time to time to get a hit of this ecstasy. Cooking with all the right ingredients, but disastrous in using this recipe. Because at the end of the day, this only gonna leave you highly vexed to me. But that's cool, because we can have that break up the makeup sex after you get mad at me. We can do it soft and sensual, or we can do it savagely, and we will proceed low-key and do it casually. So don't worry about what we have to be or what has to be. Let's just link up every now and then to escape this world's insanities. And I know your homegirls are telling you, ooh girl, he that kind, but they only see what they hear, so they really want super you back blind. You handle your world, I handle my world, and that's fine. But when you get the Jones like a fiend eating a crack line, I want you to hit me at that time so I can come through and blow out your back spine. Wow. See, having conversation with me, that's like talking to a great debater. We so up and down in this emotional escalator. I'll be your emancipated, liberated, dick devastator, cause I'm hitting spots that can't be reached by that vibrator. So go ahead and save the energy of your batteries. I'm trying to explore every inch of your anatomy. One night you please me, I please you, and then we'll swing it back. I'm a lover and a fighter, so you know I swing the axe. If you with it, I ain't with it, neither one committed, cause this comes with no strings attached. So throw away that which is reasonable. Everything doesn't have to have a reason to. I don't know if this would be long-term or maybe it'll be seasonal. Everybody's taking the path of commitment, but we can take the scenic route. Baby, I ain't selfish, I can't help it, I'm nothing but a pleaser. And if you're stressed out, then I'll be your stress reliever. Had a bad day at work, then I can be your breather. And if you're feeling low, then I can be your ether. I know that men in the past have been nothing but deceivers. And if you lost faith in us, then let me turn you to a believer. And we don't have to be constantly up under each other. The only thing we have to be up under is those covers, making love like no other. So when you scream my name, it makes you stutter. Because a relationship gets to losing when two people start to smother. Now I could be your fuck, I could be your quickie, I could be your lover. I could play many roles, but I can't play the sucker. So don't ask me to be boyfriend number 1 or 2. I just need you to lay back and get comfortable so I can show you what this tongue can do. They say your closed mouth don't get fed and I never hold my tongue. I speak Spanish so you know that I'm a pro when I roll my tongue. Like, si tú cocinas como tú caminas, pues yo me lo pongo. If you don't understand this, you know what they say. Once you go Spanish, you'll be talking another language. On top of your clip, I'll be licking out the alphabet until I strike gold and cure our chemistry just like an alchemist. And if you're inexperienced, don't hold it in. That's an orgasm. Trust me, you don't have to piss. And if you know what I'm talking about, and if you know what I'm talking about, then I understand why you would laugh at this. See, pulling your hair, you see, pulling your hair while gripping your waist because my hands belong. Next morning you'll be in the kitchen cooking breakfast with your t-shirt and your panties on. We living through life pleasures as we should, enjoying the moment while it's good. So don't ask if this will be short-lived or if it'll run forever. Let's just ride into ecstasy until we come together. And I ain't talking about C-O-M-E. Don't listen to your girls telling you this is D-U-M-B. They just make you to get that type of love that'll leave you N-U-M-B. But I already know that when two people become intimate, the situation can get intricate. That's when the stress and drama can be infinite. When you find each other appealing and you get the drilling, that's when the feelings get the building. But with no title, it's like living under a house with no ceiling. In other words, there's no sense of security. And then the line between a friend and a benefit is seen with some obscurity. So when you make this mutual agreement, best believe it comes with some maturity. Because even though our sexual chemistry is like we paint in art, this really isn't for the faint of heart. Especially for those that are immature people. Fuck it though, instead of friends and benefits, we'll just call this separate but equal. I have the honor to be, presenting 2012 MPA nominees for the Slam Team of the Year. They are Slam Nuba, New York Slam Team, Philly Youth Poetry Movement, Fort Worth Slam Team, and the Austin Slam Team. Anybody beatbox, got a drum roll, anybody's and your winner for the 2012 Slam Team Free Youth Poetry Movement. I will be accepting this on their behalf. So have a good night.